Trump was elected, when Bush was elected, the Democrats said, he's not my president. Now I'm in a similar position when Barack Obama was elected. I could have felt that way, but I didn't. But this time I do. This time I do. Joe Biden is not my president. The man is very, very unlikely to serve one term. That puts Kamala Harris, someone who got less than 1% of the vote, didn't even make the Democratic primary, is now president of the United States. So you should think about that and what that's going to do to the country.
I don't want to sound like a traditional one-on-one conspiracy theorist, but it does look like there has been severe voter fraud in massive key states like Wisconsin, Michigan, and Arizona. There is still a chance that this goes to the Supreme Court and that lawyers take control of this. However, it isn't fully decided yet.
That's not what a democracy is. You don't let lawyers control. The people are supposed to vote. The voting was skewed.
The immediate change we are going to see is definitely the tone across the media, as Mr. Biden is a long-term career politician and, shall we say, a far less controversial character than President Trump. With regards to United States policies, I believe the strict line with China and Russia will stay. And of course, Mr. Biden has said he'll rejoin US to the Paris Climate Change Agreement and World Health Organization. As an expat living in the United Arab Emirates, President Trump's agreement of normalizing the relationships with Israel was great, as it opened new trade and business opportunities. And I sincerely hope Mr. Biden continues to bring stability and growth to the region.
The appointment of Joe Biden as President of the USA looks like it's going to have a very positive impact on global economies, none more so in the UAE, where as a country we've historically enjoyed very strong bilateral relationships with the UK. Joe Biden seems to have a fairly predictable nature surrounding global issues, and that's going to help stabilise economies further, particularly in a tough, difficult period we are all in at the moment.
This represents a great victory for the people in one of the world's leading democracies. It's a victory for change, it's a victory for hope, it's a victory for freedom of choice, freedom of expression, and freedom of universal suffrage. My hope as an expatriate living in the UAE is that the new American establishment will even go further to strengthen the already strong relationships with the region, with the UAE, and with the entire diaspora who is here, with whom the US has very strong ties. As expats whose families and our children go to study in some of the world's most prestigious education institutions in the country, with an aspiration to work in a large economy, I hope that continues. We foster a lot of love and compassion and affection, and most importantly, we are hoping that the US today again addresses the global issues around the pandemic, climate change, economy, and most importantly, sorting out the turmoil and the conflicts and the crisis we see across the world, so we can make this world a better place to live in.